Bob, Michelle, Claudia. Kathy. This is MHAs are here. Are they here? Yeah, there they are. Detention center. None of everybody we need to get started. We have Teague first.
Morning.
How are y'all? All right. I'm assuming you're Robert Teague. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I do have a copy of the mental health assessments. I will consider those for the purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client to testify? You'll have to unmute or talk really loud.
You're not here.
Oh,
there we go. Ready?
oh, good.
Can
You
you
got
hear
rid of your face. No, there you go.
there?
Yep. We're good to go. Did you want to call your client to testify?
Not at this time, Your Honor. No.
What do you want to do then?
Well, okay. I will call him, Your Honor. I was just going to base it on the mental health assessment, but yeah, I'll call my client, Your
All
Honor.
right, Mr. Cheek, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can go ahead.
Mr. Teague, state your name, please.
Robert Wesley Teague.
Okay. And you understand you're here requesting the court grant you mental health bonds based on your underlying mental health conditions, correct?
Yes.
And quite honestly, you do have a fairly extensive criminal history, correct?
Yes.
And in this case, you have 4 pending charges. 2 are misdemeanors and 2 are felonies. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a girlfriend. Is her name Kathy or Catherine?
Lily Lorraine Weathersby.
Okay. And she was supposed to get in contact with Kathy. And at this point, you understand she hasn't done that to help arrange transportation and other things with her. You understand that?
I haven't gotten this information to relay to her, so I know that she said she would come and get me. She just needed.
I understand that, but she has to contact Kathy so that she can coordinate your release should the court grant these motions. You understand that?
Yes,
Okay. And do you understand that if these motions are granted, that you will have certain requirements the court's going to put on to you as far as your treatment and compliance and keeping yourself out of trouble in the future. You understand that, correct?
yes.
And where would you plan to, were you under the treatment of LifePath or some other type of organization like that?
I was looking into getting involved with it.
Okay. And what have you been diagnosed with?
I have ADHD and BPD, anxiety and depression.
Okay. And the anxiety has really gotten to you this time. Is that correct?
It has.
And to the point where on one occasion you called me about 15 times on a Saturday, correct?
Yes,
And that all had to do with the anxiety that you were having while locked up, correct?
yes,
Now, to be honest with you, you've been in TDC before, correct?
yes, I have.
Okay, so you've been locked up before. What has made it different this time?
Just the
Can you hear me, Jet? Mr. T, do you have an answer for that? Is there something new, or has your anxiety gotten worse over the years?
They get locked up.
Oh. Well, Molly wasn't going to ask any questions anyways.
We'll probably have to get the jail to sign back on.
Okay.
There we go. All right. You locked up there for a minute. I think he asked you what's changed about this time.
I'm under a lot of pressure with my work, my job, my kids.
Okay. Let's talk about, where were you working?
I own a business called Chow Time Delivers.
Okay, so it's your own business?
Yes, I have a contract with Circle K and Walmart Facility Services.
Okay. And you have children as well?
Yes, I do. They're teenagers.
Do they live with you?
Yes, they depend on me.
Okay. But they're living with you?
Yes, they are.
Okay. And what's the address where you'd be living at should you be released?
516 Fairhaven Drive, Allen, Texas.
Okay. Is that a house you own or lease or rent?
House I own.
Okay. And how long have you owned that house?
We've been living there since 1985, and we made the purchase in 1997.
Okay. So you've maintained ownership of that house for 26 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Dad has passed it on to me.
Okay. And you have just one child living with you, a teenager?
I have two girls,
Oh, and what's their ages?
17 and 16.
Okay. Is their mother involved in their life?
Just recently, she has.
Okay. So you're requesting to get out so that you can keep your business going and provide support for your daughters and your family, correct?
That is correct. My dad's 73, and my mother passed away August of last year, and
Okay.
it's really taking a toll on everything.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Sharon.
Any questions from the state?
Just briefly, Mr. Teague, will you have a car or access to transportation if you were to get out?
Yes, I do.
And do you have a cell phone?
Yes, I do.
And you realize that if you're let out on a bond, there will be certain things that you have to promise the judge to do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And those things are going to be like checking in with him weekly or checking in with Kathy weekly, coming to the court monthly, and following any and all other mental health conditions he might give to you. Does that sound right?
Yes, ma'am.
Pass a witness.
Anything else from the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
Just to read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
On March 19th of 1998, defendant was arrested for aggravated assault against a public servant and received 7 years TDCJ. At that same date, he was arrested for burglary of a habitation and was convicted for that as well. On February 16th, 2007, defendant was arrested for assault family member. He was acquitted of that charge. On March 30th, 2007, defendant was arrested for driving while license invalid. That was reduced to a Class C. On April 18th, 2011, defendant was arrested for driving while license suspended and was given 15 days. On June 16th, 2011, defendant was arrested for manufacturing of a delivery of a controlled substance, penalty group A, greater than 80, less than 4,000 AU. And that is a first degree felony, and he was given 6 years confinement. In May 25th of 2017, defendant was arrested for evading with a vehicle, received 3 years confinement. And that's all the criminal history, Your Honor. We would object due to the instant offenses and the criminal history.
Yeah, the criminal history is pretty lengthy. These charges, it's been a little while, I guess, since he's committed some serious charges. I'm going to go ahead and let you out on bond today. I think it might be a substance abuse issue. We're going to drug test you every time we see you. If you have anything in your system's not supposed to be there, you're going back to jail. So be aware of that. Every week you'll need to call Kathy. She's online with us right now. Let her know how you're doing. You'll come see me once a month. I think the first check-in with me is going to be on December 14th. It might be this Thursday. I'll probably see you this Thursday. So we'll drug test you Thursday, and then every time I see you, okay? Kathy, do you want to share anything with them?
Yes, you're going to be receiving a folder, Mr. Teague. That's going to have my contact information. Just give me a call once you're released.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck. We'll see you soon.
And Your Honor, Kathy, I'll get in contact with his girlfriend again.
Okay.
And encourage her to call you during business hours and not after hours.
Yes, that would be great.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
thanks.
Thank you, Anna.
All right, see you
Bye,
soon.
Bob.
Bye-bye, Mom.
All right. The end here.
just have a seat or something?
Only did one of them, so don't mess with them yet. All right. This is Gavin Sumner,
Yes, Your Honor.
and I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. We'll consider that for purposes of hearing. Did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes.
You may, Mr. Gavin, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn.
Yes, sir.
Swear or affirm testimony about to give me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's Mr. Sumner, I guess. I called you Mr. Gavin. You can go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Sumner, can you please describe whether or not you've ever been diagnosed with a mental health condition?
Yes, ma'am. Do you want me to start at the beginning? Because my mental health history starts at the age of 5.
What diagnosis did you receive at the age of 5?
ADHD, oppositional defiant disorder, and a mild case of psychosis.
Were you treated with medication at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you seeing mental health professionals to help alleviate those issues?
Yes, ma'am. I had a psychiatrist.
And did you receive continuing treatment from the age of 5 until now, or were there breaks in treatment?
As I got older, I got more naive and thought that I could function without it. So at the age of 15, I decided on my own that I didn't think I needed it, and that was around the time everything kind of went downhill.
Would you agree that you do need mental health treatment and medication today?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so what current conditions are you dealing with?
I saw the psychiatrist yesterday. She gave a diagnosis for post-traumatic stress disorder and borderline personality disorder.
Okay. And did you have major depressive disorder at some point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Manic depression, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so you understand that if you are given a mental health bond, that you would have to comply with any treatment recommendations through LifePath, or the court orders you to do through LifePath. Would you be
Yes,
willing
ma'am.
to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have transportation?
Yes, ma'am. I own my own vehicle.
Do you have a telephone?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
So you'd be able to call and check in, and you'd be able to appear for court once a month?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're willing to comply with all the conditions of the mental health bond before, in order to wait for your court case to come?
Yes.
Okay. And if you're out on a mental health bond, where would you stay?
With my mother.
And that has already been set up and arranged?
Yes, ma'am. She spoke with the LifePath people, and they've got everything arranged already.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
No questions from the state, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defendant?
I just have a closing. Oh, sorry. I just have a closing.
Does the state have anything else to offer?
Just to read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor. On January 8th, 2018, defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram. He was convicted and given probation. On April 26, 2018, defendant was arrested for possession of a marijuana misdemeanor. He was given deferred. On July 23rd, 2019, defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 3, less than 28 grams, was given 120 days. He was also arrested for assault, family violence that day, and also given 120 days. On July 23rd, 2019, defendant was arrested for manufacturing delivery of a controlled substance, penalty group 2 or 2A, greater than 1 gram, less than 4 grams, given 180 days. Defendant was arrested that same day for possession of marijuana greater than less than 5 pounds, greater than 4 ounces, and given 120 days or 180 days. On October 1st, 2019, defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram, given 180 days. On January 13th, 2021, defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, and possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram. He got 6 months for both of those. And on January 20th, 2023, defendant was arrested for possession of controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram, and given 58 days. That's the end of his criminal history. We would just object to the instant offense and the criminal history.
Yeah, based upon everything I've heard, I'm gonna go ahead and give you bonds. I think it's a substance abuse problem though, but we're gonna drug test you every time I see you, okay?
Yes, sir. I need help. I really do.
If you have anything in your system that's not supposed to be in your system, you will go back to jail. So make sure you're clean when we see you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Trustee, do you want to share anything else with them?
Yes, Mr. Sumner, you're gonna receive a folder. So once you get released, just go ahead and give me a call. My contact information will be in there.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll call her every week. You'll come see me once a month. First check-in with me is going to be this Thursday. So in 2 days,
Yes, sir.
you'll be coming to see me, okay?
Will I be coming to the courthouse over there?
McKinney.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right. Good luck. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Maybe.
See you later.